Hey, and welcome to Entrepreneur's Toolbox. My name is Jonathan Dunkerley, and I'm just making sure everything is going well. So I'm testing a new feature right now, just so you know, to see if it worked. It did. So first off, we're going to be talking about how I used an AI feature to an AI tool, several AI tools actually, to help me write my YouTube videos. And the feature that I was just testing, by the way, was if you go to Twitter, my Twitter handle, which I need to get a better way to actually show it on there, is that now it updated right there. It shows that I am live on YouTube right now on Twitter. And when I end that, it should be, and it says live. I mean, like, you can go to my Twitter right now and I'll show you. But that's kind of a feature that I just added. And it just also automatically tweeted that we are going live. So that's something I'd be using going forward. So now you're going to get a little extra information about me going live when I am live. So let me just go and check my stream, make sure we're all good. So I have some music. Let me know if you could hear the music in the background. Last time I did it, it didn't sound like it came through very loud, but I could hear it in my headset. But just let me know if you hear it. That would be on, so let me just get there. Okay. So yeah, a topic of today is that I use an AI tool AI tool to help me write some YouTube videos. I've been actually using AI tools to help me write YouTube videos. By the way, if you think, hey, I'm bad at writing copy, I'm bad at like coming up with ideas, AI tools they will help you. They don't write it for you, if you know what I mean, but they will actually get you like almost the way there. So it will create the content, and then you need to actually do a little bit of work yourself. So again, hey, if you want to learn more about this kind of stuff, jump into the Discord with us at dunkmedia.club. You just go to dunkmedia.club. It's our Discord server, and there's also a link in the description. But let me just dive right in and show you exactly what I've been doing and what I've been using. Both something new that I've been testing, a lot of people have been testing as well, called OpenAI. And I've been using that, as well as another tool that I use called Jasper, which I'm just going to compare a little bit of both of those ones that I'm using. OpenAI was just released. Jasper is a premium paid tool, and I'm already finding pros and cons to each. But hey, you know what? This is innovation. So let me just bring up my page right here. Let me see, so this is their website. Let me just put my face up there. I know you. Oh, that's not the right thing. 1 second. Let me fix that. You can see okay, here, there's my background. That's, this is called not planning well. There you go. I fixed it. There you go. Okay. Okay. I was showing my screen capture. I forget, still figuring a few things out. I'm using STREAMLABS. Again, there's a link in the description if you're interested in trying out STREAMLABS. There's a free version as well. But so this is OpenAI's website. You can just go to openai.com and find their website. And they have a public, where is it? If you just go there, it's to give you some information, and they have this research release. And if you go up to the top and click try, and you might get this pop-up at the top. I've noticed this over the last day. It's just because it's very, very popular. A lot of people are trying it, and I've noticed it's kind of gotten a little slower over the last like 12 hours, just because so many people are testing this out. So once you get to this chat bot that you basically have created here, you have this chat bot, and you could just have a conversation or ask different questions, tell it to write something for you. I'm going to try and demonstrate it live on here, but again, it's gotten very, very bogged down over the last 12 hours, really. But I'll try my best to get it to come out live right now. But obviously, they're saying it's high demand. Please hang tight, and they're scaling their system. So, and it's amazing that this is free. So, free. That's my favorite number. Is that a number? I don't know if that's a number. So, but yeah. So I'm going to show you an example. So this is their website. You can go to OpenAI and their blog to learn a little bit more about it. But it's an API. It's an open API, which means that people could take that eventually and put it into their own software, their own technology, and apply it to those things. So, just do what. 1 second. Yeah. I don't think that you guys could hear the music. Let me just pump it up. If I mess that up, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make it not so quiet And there you go. We'll test that next time. Okay. So, let me just go to my first example. So this was the one that we were just showing you. And this was one that I thought would be a great way to start it off. So let's say, explain OpenAI as if I am a 5th grader. You know, so that's a common thing. It's like, explain it to me like I'm a 5th grader so I could understand. Because if a 5th grader could understand it, I'll probably be able to understand it, I think. So it says OpenAI is a company that uses really powerful computers and smart programs to research and build new technology. They work on many things like artificial intelligence, which is when computers can do things that usually only people can do. Like understand language and make decisions. OpenAI wants to help make sure that we use the OpenAI wants to make sure that we use more and more technology. It is safe and helpful for people. So that's what OpenAI, or the chat feature in OpenAI, was able to produce just by asking it that one question. Now, you know, like maybe it has that already planned and like already just in the burner, like back burner, just ready to go. So cool, maybe. But what if I said, now this is their chat feature. Now you could say, explain OpenAI Chat GPT, which is what we're using right now. It's the chat feature, as if I'm a 5th grader. So OpenAI Chat GPT is a special computer program that is designed to help people make a conversation with it. So that's what we're doing. Like I could have a conversation with this, and say you want some sort of like AI assistant on your website that's going to be able to make actual educated decisions and help your audience and help them. That's something that could be done with this, and that's kind of the idea. They're still working on it, but this is the beginning of it. It uses technology called natural language. I can't even speak language. It uses technology called natural language processing to understand what people are saying and to generate responses that are similar to how the human would respond. A human, not the. This means that you can talk to it just like you would talk to a person, and it would try its best to understand and respond in a way that makes sense. It's like having a really smart friend, who can hold a conversation with you about just about anything. Man, I'm excited about this. Like, I've used other tools. I'm a big advocate for Jasper. Which is another AI tool that I use. Here, let me just, I'll bring it up real quick. This is Jasper. It's another AI tool. It's a premium tool. It's used by a lot of people, but it's not as much just like a conversation. It's not really like a chat. You're having a conversation like you're having with this, and you really have to play. You can get a lot of good stuff out of Jasper, and I'm going to show you a little bit about that in just a second. But when you create stuff with Jasper, it's more about, okay, I'm going to give it like this piece, and then I'll expand on it. And, you know, you're going to be able to make a nice blog. It's going to be more customizable. And then Jasper also learns about your brain, you know, like it figures out what how you do it as you have your profile, and it's starting to figure out what kind of things you've done in the past and the type of writing you've done, and it tries to make it sound like you. So that is one of the benefits of Jasper. But I mean, I'm still blown away by what OpenAI has done over here. So I mean, like I'm gonna come back to Jasper in a little bit, but I just wanted to say, if you are interested in Jasper, there is a link in the description. It is an affiliate link. It helps support the channel, but it's a tool that I use. I pay for Jasper. I wouldn't tell you that I enjoy it using it unless I actually enjoyed using it and got value out of it. And that's part of the reason why I'm excited about any kind of AI. I mean, there's a lot of things like the photo AI. There's an AI that I was looking at for video, which I'm going to be diving into learning more about, and I'll share it with everybody here. And I hope that it benefits you. Like, I want it to benefit you. That's why I look into it. It's just, I enjoy researching things like this. So yeah, let me see. Okay. So let me just dive back over to OpenAI. What's the tab? No. Okay, so 5th grader. We went over this one, explained it like a 5th grader. So you can just go here and create an account and start asking it these questions. Right now, it wants some research or personal use, and just to try it out. They're not looking for like influencers or people like that are making, using it to create content yet, because it still is in basically a beta phase, which means that there's going to be problems. So don't go to the site and get frustrated because it doesn't give you exactly what you want yet, because it is a beta product, which I'll tell you, as far as a beta product, it is insane. I can't even. Insane. Okay. But yeah, so let me go over to the next thing. So I did a couple other ones. So here's I wanted to write a YouTube script outline about how to get more engagement in your video. So this is what I was talking about, how I could have this AI write my YouTube video for me. So one of the hardest parts about creating content, whether you're creating content for YouTube, whether you're creating content for Instagram, Clubhouse, Twitter, I could just go on. I mean, you could have your private communities, you could have Discord. There's so many places that you could be creating content. It could get tiring mentally. It can. I get it. But the hardest part is just coming up with kind of like that spark, the idea. It's not always just expanding on it. It's about coming up with that idea. Now, I could just go, okay, 5 tips to boost engagement on your YouTube videos. Start by grabbing your audience's attention with an eye-catching thumbnail and title, which I 100% agree with. If you want to learn anything about like thumbnails or what's oh, no, I gotta adjust my light. If you want to learn anything about thumbnails and how to get people to click on your videos, I'll put it this way: like, why would you not? You're going to get more engagement if people actually are watching your videos, right? People won't watch your videos if they don't click on your videos. So if you have these eye-catching thumbnails and titles, so somebody's going to go on YouTube or wherever I'm talking about YouTube. If somebody's going to go on YouTube and they're going to want to click on a thumbnail, or say you have 2 thumbnails next to each other, and it's yours, and it's somebody else that put some time into it and made somebody get interested in the video. If they're interested in the thumbnail and it caught their attention, it stopped the scroll. When you're on YouTube, say you're on your phone, and you're going to scroll, stop the scroll. Oh, that thing caught my eye. You do it all the time. You don't even realize it, but it is heavily the thumbnail that gets people to stop. You could apply it to other platforms as well, like Netflix. Let's go with Netflix. So Netflix is a streaming platform, and if they constantly have thumbnails for every single one, and sometimes they swap them out because they want to make sure that people are actually listening to the right that people are actually listening to their can't speak today. People are actually watching the videos because, hey, maybe they're not reading the title and that thumbnail attracted their attention. So let me see if my music stop. It's just really quiet. All good. Just checking. It did just cut out. That's weird. Hello? Yeah. I don't know. I guess we lost the music in the background. You just have to hear my voice. So, the next one, use a few seconds of your video to hook the viewer and give them a clear idea of what. I can't speak today. Use a few seconds of your video to hook your viewers and give them a clear idea of what the video is about. So, this was a great point. I gave it 1 line of text to work off of, and it's already given me 2 great points that I could use to create a list. So I wanted to make a YouTube video about, hey, these 5 tips to boost engagement on your YouTube video. Now I have 5 tips. I can make a YouTube video. I'm probably going to make a YouTube video out of this, by the way. You could beat me to it, or not. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it first. Why don't we both do it? Let's both make a YouTube video about these same ones and see which one gets more engagement? Okay, so the next one is engage with your audience by asking questions and encouraging them to leave comments and likes. Just like I say, hey, I told you to do things like, hey, go check out my Twitter. Hey, I even say, hey, go make sure that you like this video. I'd love it if you'd like this video. It doesn't really cost you anything to give me a thumbs up or anybody else. So it's an easy thing for somebody to ask about. And hey, this AI told us how to do that, like exactly that point. If you don't think about it, this gave us those ideas. Now, share your videos on social media and other platforms to reach a wider audience. I agree with this, but there's a stickler to this. I say don't share it in front of people that aren't your audience. So don't go to like a Facebook group about one topic and go and share it, or don't just try and, engagement farming, that is kind of the term. So don't do that. And then collaborate with other creators and cross-platform promote. Collaborate with other creators and cross-promote each other's content on top of their audience as well. And that's another great piece of advice, because then we could share audience, and then some of your audience becomes mine and some of my audience becomes yours. And people that are interested in both of us could be both of our audiences. It's not like there's no competition in this world. Ooh, there, the music just got back in. I guess there was two that were really quiet. And then it even gives us a conclusion. Conclusion, by following these simple steps, you can increase engagement in your... I can't speak today. Conclusion, by following these simple steps, you can increase engagement on your YouTube videos and build a dedicated community of followers. Keep experimenting and try new things to see what works best for you and your content. And that's something I'd say about any of this. Do what's best for you and your content. Don't compare yourself to, me or what I'm doing. But yeah, this is a great outline. And I asked for a script outline. I didn't ask for a script. But what if I did ask for a script? What if I did ask for a script? What if I said, I just want to throw on the teleprompter and I just want to read it and I'm done. I'm just here on camera and I'm done. So what if I wanted to do that? I could probably do that. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, write a YouTube video script going over how to make money with the Amazon Influencer Program. So if you don't know what the Amazon Influencer Program is, there's a lot of different ways that you could actually make money with video on Amazon. Video on Amazon. Like a couple ways that I do it is, I'm a affiliate. I share affiliate links where appropriate. I'm able to take, so I share affiliate links where appropriate, but I also am able to make videos for Amazon, put them in my storefront, which there's also a link in the description to my storefront if you want to see how I'm building that out. They're very ridiculously super easy videos to make. If you get into the program, you have to go apply, but I can make a video exactly about this. So in this video, you're going to go talk about how to make money as the Amazon influencer, which I get those videos pushed to the product pages. The program allows you to earn commissions on products that you recommend to your followers on social media, your blog, or your YouTube channel. That's exactly what I do, and I didn't tell this AI anything about the Amazon Influencer Program. I didn't tell it anything about it. I just said, go and write. That means that it already knew about it. So first, let's talk about how to become an Amazon influencer. Important information. This is stuff you probably were like, hey, man, Jonathan, you're making some money on YouTube with an Amazon influencer program. That's cool. How you do that? So first, let's talk about how to become an Amazon influencer. That's the first step, right? To do this, you'll need to have an active presence on social media. That's true. They look at things like Instagram, they look at TikTok, they look at Facebook, and they look at YouTube as like the main social platforms that they look at. So, and they mentioned that, so like blogs. You could also submit like miscellaneous, but those are the main platforms, social media platforms. You'll also need to have a good number of followers who are interested in the products that you recommend, and that is partially like the sending the links. So I could just go on and on about like this, but look, this is a whole entire script. This is probably what if I read this through at maybe this pace, I'd be able to read this in maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and then you could simply add, you could even just record that voiceover and add it to stock footage, legal stock footage. Make sure that you are not using other people's content without permission. But there's so many like Pexelbay or Pexels, Pixelbay and Pexels are great resources in order to get free stock footage. I also use a tool called Descript. I use Descript for most of my editing. I've been editing with Final Cut Pro for freaking ever, like forever. And I've been using Descript because they're building all that stuff in. Come on, Apple, figure it out. Figure out how to compete with a new product. So, okay, so yeah, this is a really fleshed out script to maximize your earnings. It's important to regularly promote products, and this is mostly leaning into the influencer program in the sense that you are promoting the products and you're promoting the things like that. So, but there's also another layer that it doesn't know about, and I could elaborate on that later. But again, this is a free tool. This is a free tool that you get to use. You can go OpenAI, and this is the chat feature. So again, just go to OpenAI. If you're just joining, just go to openai.com, and you could hit try. And I'd say if you say that you're an influencer or you're doing this professionally, they don't want people like that in right now because it is still a beta product. So if you go in there and don't get what you want, do not feel frustrated because it's a beta product. They're giving it to you for free, which I don't think that's going to happen forever. But the chat GPT it's the research release. It is a research release. So don't get frustrated if it's not right. But one tool that is available already, it is Jasper. And I did write a YouTube video script going over how to make money with the Amazon influencer program. And this is what they gave me, because the way that Jasper works is I wouldn't necessarily just write this. Like, so I make money with Amazon influence. It's just that easy. Just follow these steps and get started. It makes it more like bullet points. But the thing that I could do with this is like, I can go, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, here, let me just zoom in so you can see it. So I'm going to write expand on the above points. Gotta learn how to spell. So then I could just say, okay. So here, you hit Command Return, at least on a Mac, and it could expand on it. So it's not giving you a straightforward script as much as the other one was, but you're able to customize it. You're able to say, so how about this? Sign up for the Amazon. Here we go. So it gave me sign up the points. So this would make a great list. This would make any of these things on for YouTube videos. This would be great on Jasper. And this is part of how I get ideas for my YouTube videos. I come up with one idea. I'm able to go to Jasper and elaborate on it. If the downside to this one, it's very similar topic. So, but it's the downside is that this is it. If I can't just click here and say, you know what, rewrite this section, but think about it this way instead. You could do that with Jasper, which is kind of really nice. Or I could say, hey, you know what, expand on this, write a second paragraph about this. You could do that with Jasper. Like, I'll just, instead of me talking about it, why don't I show you? So if I wanted to say, start curating content on social media, the Amazon products, catalogs. So say I wanted, so I could put 2 stars. It's not relevant. Something like that. So you'll play around with the commands you give it. So I'm able to just get it to write another paragraph that quickly about that. But because I added these little stars at the top, it ignored everything above. So I'm able to do that. So if I wanted to expand each one, I would just add the stars, and then so if I want to do that, I could even say, take the same exact concept, and I would just go, bow, bow, bow. Sound like the MB. Dun, dun, dun. NBC. Yeah, that's what that. Yeah, that it's the NBC thing. So I could say the same. Phrase it differently. Expand on the above topic. And another thing. Ooh, there's bullet points. This is another thing that it gave me bullet points, and if I don't like it with this, I could just reverse it. Jasper is again a paid product, and they do it by you pay a monthly subscription or yearly, and then you have a certain amount of credits. If you don't like the result, you could request that it be removed. And so but another thing is like, hey, I'm going to add this again. Expand on this. How to become an Amazon influencer. Don't know. And did it work? So you see at the bottom there's small or short, medium, and long. Let's see. Guess this was not good enough for them, so. Why is it not showing? That's weird. It's showing something there. That's weird. It's really not liking the word expand. Yeah, this was be weird. I'll come back to this in just a second, but let me show you the next thing that I went over with the OpenAI. So let me just go over her. So I want, again, ideas. Ideas are the hardest part about content creation, if you ask me. If you ask me, coming in with those ideas, because you're like, what am I going to create today? Yeah, what am I going to create today? I don't know. What am I going to create? I don't know. What should I create today? I don't know. This could help you, you know? And hey, you know, if you like hanging out with other people that are content creators like us, you can come to dunkmedia.club. It's our Discord server. We are powered by Dunk, which is our utility token, which is a community token, or use whatever word. What word would you like me to use for our token? It is technically a cryptocurrency, but you don't need to worry about that. It's all under the hood. It doesn't matter. But it is a utility token, and you could do things like engage in social media. And hey, I'm going to start doing stuff on these lives to help. You know, you could earn Dunk and unlock things like memberships and access to things in the community, which I think is pretty cool for anybody that is you know, hey, I can't get access to somebody. Well, if you go and engage in my social media, if you go and engage in things and you go do the little things that you probably would have done for free anyways, you'll earn that Dunk and you'll be able to get access to it. And you know what? If you feel like selling it, it's yours. But go to dunkmedia.club, join the Discord, and I'll tell you a little more about it over there. But it is how I'm monetizing all the different platforms, whether it is YouTube, whether it is everything. It's just this beautiful little central spot that I'm able to monetize everything, which I think is pretty dope. Pretty dope that you could have one thing and then I could have a bunch of different YouTube channels. But let me get back on topic, you know? But there's a link in the description, dunkmedia.club. It's right there. And if you want, there's also a link on how to buy Dunk if you want to, but you could earn it too. So not telling you to go buy anything. Not telling you to go buy anything, but say, hey, if you want to access, I like it, giving people the opportunity to earn things versus just paying. Or if you want to go faster, go buy some. Okay, so back to it. Give me 10 YouTube video ideas on how to repurpose your video content on other social media platforms, which, if you're not repurposing your content at least a little bit, you're burning yourself out for no reason. Because just because you post like this video right here, this topic that I just made, you think that I'm just going to do this once? You think that I could take this same topic and do more lives on this same topic. Right now, there's not anybody really watching right now, but you're watching right now. But as I'm recording it, maybe not, but you're watching right now. You are watching right now. So if I put more of those little spots out, whether on YouTube, on Clubhouse, I could take the same exact topic, have the same exact thing I'm going over on Clubhouse, on Twitter Spaces, on Instagram. I could take this video and repurpose it. Biggest part of repurposing, in my opinion, is getting the research done, and then you could reshoot things till your heart's content. But that's the most time-consuming part. But so create a short, attention-grabbing teaser trailer for your video and share it on Instagram, Facebook, and one little advocate on that, I'm gonna give a little bit of advice. Don't just create a short trailer. Still have value in that trailer. It could be a piece of content that encourages people to watch more of your content that expands on that, but don't just make a trailer that says, hey, this is this thing, and go watch it over there. That's my bit of advice. Just because otherwise I want to be sad. If I'm not satisfied with your short, I'm not going to be satisfied with your long-form video, so why would I go watch that, you know? So, and then use tools like Canva, which I use Canva. It's great. Or Adobe Spark to create shareable quotes. And I say I have something that is very shareable in this live that I'm doing right now. I could take that quote, throw it on Canva, screenshot of me going, or whatever in here. I don't know. Whatever, and then post it wherever I want, on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Discord, in my Discord server. You could also post them back on YouTube as, like, if you create a GIF or a photo, GIF. Again, I have no idea. I've heard so many things. Tell me in the comments, please. GIF or GIF? Just like, come on. Just, I need to know, and don't just spell it, because I need to know. I need to know the pronunciation. Just, I need to know. Tell me in the comments, please. Or just jump into the Discord server. That's even better, because then we can have a conversation over there. That will be fun. Okay, so share a series on Instagram stories and share lives, videos to provide behind the scenes footage. And that's a good example of how you could do, like, I could just take another camera and just like have it here and say like, hey, this angle goes to this platform, and this angle goes to YouTube, but I'm able to give some behind-the-scenes content for my, that's a good idea. I should write that down. I should, once this plane passes by. City life. You know what I'm talking about if you live in the city. If you live in the city, you know what I'm talking about. And if you live in the middle of nowhere, I envy you. Very much so. Okay. This is another really good one. Create a blog post or article that summarizes the key points and embed your YouTube video. And one thing that you could do with that is, you could use AI like this. You could use Jasper, or you could even use this to take the video's transcript and just take that and put it into the OpenAI and have it write a blog for it. There's a couple things that I've been experimenting with. I'll show you a little bit more on that tomorrow, maybe, or the day after, next time that I do a live. I think it's going to be tomorrow. Yeah. But that's another way. It's like I told you, it's the research is the most time-consuming part. So if you could take AI and have it, or if you could take the AI and have it do it, the research, and then you could easily repurpose it into a blog, and then also have the AI help you write the blog, that's even better, right? Right? Yeah. Right. Okay. Use clips and highlights from videos created by a series of Instagram. And so this is basically, you could reuse your clips. That's a great idea. Record a short audio version. Hey, I'm a big advocate for that. Like podcasts, for instance, where you listen to your podcasts. If you listen to podcasts, if you don't, you should. Come on. But I'm a big advocate for having a video version of your podcast for those folks that like to look at people's pretty faces while they are doing their podcasts. And there's a different level of connection that you get with when you go on video versus just audio. But hey, you know what? Not everybody likes that. So take the audio from that and put it onto the RSS feeds and the distribution, and put it to all the different things. Hey, easy and gluten-free. How's it going? How's it? Hey, I'm going to test something really quick. I haven't tried this yet. I need to know if I can. I can't. I don't know how. Oh, I figured something out. Okay, I'll have to do it next time. I can't reply to the chat because I haven't had a, I have to sign into something first. I'll do that when after on my next stream. But great to see you, Musa and Easy and Gluten Free. Great to see you here. But yeah, so another one is and then create a series of animated GIFs. Remember, GIFs, GIFs, I don't know. Let me know. Whichever one is right for you. And then you could transcribe your video using transcripts. That's a really easy thing that you could do. Ooh, what did you say, Sophie? Oh, cooking and listening to you. But that's a good example. You're cooking. You're not necessarily watching my video right now. You may be listening. Your eyes aren't focused on what I'm doing, but you're listening. There's no reason that I can't take the audio from this and repurpose it other places. I'm recording the audio. There's no reason I shouldn't repurpose it. Thank you, Easy and Gluten Free, aka Sophie. Sweet. And then you could easily transcribe. There's so many easy ways. You could use Descript, which is one of the tools that I use. You could drop the video in there. It will create a quick transcription, and then you could pull the transcription out and then use it to really quickly repurpose your content. And there's a link to that in the description of this video if you're interested in Descript. It's one of my favorite editing softwares that I use for anything. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Sophie. Or Easy and Gluten Free. Sorry. Okay. And then creating a LinkedIn Plus or Medium post that's very similar to blog posts. There's no reason that you can't take the blog post that you would create and kind of redo it and just repost it in other places. So there's so many ways that you could do it. Premiere Pro Rush and create short video compilations. But how do you do this using this one? So I took the same exact concept and put it into Jasper, which is the other AI tool that I use, and I was able to take 10 ways to repurpose video content for social media. And then it said how to repurpose your video content for Instagram, and then I had it expand. So I did the same thing that I was showing you in the last video. Repurpose video content for Instagram is a great way to create content that can reach larger audiences and generate more engagement. So repurposing, and gives you some information. Then I asked it to expand on this, and it actually gave me all these different bullet points. And then I, because it gave me all these smaller bullet points, I asked it to expand on this, and it gave me all of this. So that's something that I could take one bullet point and then expand it in Jasper, which you can't really do with the OpenAI yet. But again, it came out a few days ago, so you can't give it too much grief for not being perfect yet, but I'll show you on. So let me see. Okay, I'm just going to do this to how to repurpose video content for Facebook. Sophie, or Easy and Gluten Free. Sorry, I keep on saying your real name. Sorry. Above point. So I could just do something like this, expand on the above point, and I still have it set to long, so it's actually going to create quite a bit. So there you go. So it's already writing it, so you can see it live. Look at all that. That's all things that I could take that, make a video now about how to repurpose video content for Facebook. And I have all of this information just given to me right there. But say, how to repurpose your video content for Twitter. I don't need this much. This seems like a lot of content. I want it, I want it to be smaller. So I'm going to add this so it ignores the stuff above. And then I'm going to hit enter. And then I'm just going to switch this to medium so you can see how I can make a shorter piece. What's it? Oh, cool. They know that you're Sophie. Perfect. So, so I'm going to do a medium one. So repurpose for Twitter. Oops, I need to highlight it. Need to go here. Right there. There we go. So it's going to load, and this one is going to break down just these points, and I'm doing a medium, which means that it's going to create less words. And if you're joining right now, I'm using Jasper right now. I've been going over OpenAI's new feature, but this is Jasper that I'm testing out right now. So see, it's breaking down. So it made a much smaller bullet point. But if I wanted it to be long, I'd say large. If I went to the next one, it would just be like so let's see. let's do Snapchat. Any of you use Snapchat? I barely ever use Snapchat. I don't really do it, but hey, you know, it's all good. So I'm just going to add those stars again. So 2 stars will make it so it ignores everything above it. So that way I'm just focusing on this one line, and I'm just going to do shorter. So it's going to be something very short. Yeah, Sophie, I've been telling you to check this out. Either this, I sent you a link to the other thing as well. So please check it out, even if you use the free one. I'm not trying to, like, whatever works best for you. Just keep that in mind. Whatever works best for you. If the free OpenAI tool gets you what you need, go use that. If you need something that's going to elaborate and break it down further, then, you know, use this tool. So look what it just did. It just repurposed. It expanded on this. So if I highlight that, it expanded when creating videos for Snapchat, and you can break it down. I like the longer ones because it gives me more information. But yeah, it's a great tool if you know how to use it. But you have to actually kind of, you know, massage it a little bit to get what you want out of it. But with the other one, it's a great tool. But so let me go back to the next one. So I have a couple more examples that so this is the next one that I was going to write a YouTube script on how to create a blog article. So this wrote an entire script for me, again, like the other one, but it's about how to write a blog post or article that summarizes the key points. So it just goes, first off, you want to talk to a creator blog post or article. After you've published your YouTube video, you can go and just try this out for yourself. Again, the site's going a little slow right now just because there's so many people testing it out right now. It is in the research phase. It's not public, but it is an API, which means that people are going to be able to take these bots and put them on your website in different places. I want to create like a chat bot with this as soon as possible. I'd love to be able to just take a YouTube video, drop it in there, and say, hey, create a blog post about this. It can do that. I'm going to test it and take my closed caption file. But yeah, just the YouTube video and just turn it into a blog. Again, don't just copy and paste when it's done. It's not going to get it 100% there. It's going to get it like 95%. Oh, yeah, try it out. And Sophie are eating gluten-free. If you haven't tried it out yet, go and try out the free one right now. You don't have to pay anything. Go create a research profile for it and go try it out. They want people to try it out. If you like that and that gives you like, oh my gosh, I need this, because this has already saved me so much time. If you're able to do this, just go to use it as like a testing ground to go and see if Jasper's right for you. Or I could only imagine what other alternatives are going to be coming out in the next couple of years, or even less with this really quickly because of this OpenAI being released. So I had it write this, and then I went over here and I told it to go. So I went to a video script outline. Jasper, you'd go and you'd have to break it down. Do that. Yep. Yeah. I sent you a link, Sophie. So you could either go to the link directly or try it out. I just would just go try it, I'd say go try it. It doesn't hurt to try it. So with this, another thing that Jasper lets you do is say tones. If you say I'm a fun person that wants everything to be fun, or I'm a very, very professional business person. I want all my content to be very professional. Of course, Sophie. You could change what you wanted to, and then anytime that you change one little bit of Jasper, it's going to generate a different bit of content. So I had it generate 3 different outlines, basic topic titles and topic ideas based off of this script outline. So start by watching the video, take notes on the key points. This is about the same thing about turning a video into a blog. Take the key notes on take notes on the key points of the video. Write a blog post on the article. Now you could basically take all these points and then expand on them in Jasper in the same way that I was just showing you before, and just expand on all of those. So start by watching the video. Take notes on, these are all different variations, and you could take all of these pieces, piecemeal them together, whatever works for you, but it's giving you the inspiration, which I feel is the hardest part. So let me actually create one more, just show you how it will create. So how to create a blog post or article that summarizes the key points of, let's add, I only have 80. let's just call it a blog post. Save our little space. YouTube video. So let's see how it generates something different by changing just a couple different words. So I'm going to generate it again. And start by watching the video and taking notes on on the key points. Open your, once you've watched the video, write a brief summary. So it's given me a slightly different variation of, actually this, I just read the bottom one. Start by watching the video and taking notes on what you think are the key points. It just writes it in a different way and phrases it differently, so then you can expand on it differently. Changing the wording in Jasper changes it, and it's the same thing with OpenAI. You give it a slightly different input, it's going to give you a different output. So now you may be saying, okay, I'm not trying to teach people how to do video stuff. This isn't relevant to me. Well, how about this? So, if you've ever been on like YouTube, you probably have seen those top 10 things about this celebrity or top whatever, you know, those lists. So I just went into, I'm just going to show a couple more examples from OpenAI, but you can say, I told it to write the top 10 script, write a top 10 video script for the top 10 moments in Breaking Bad. And I'm sorry, if you haven't watched Breaking Bad by now and I say something that spoils it for you, I'm sorry. It's been like, what, 15 years? So, sorry. You know, whatever, 10 years. There's been a whole entire separate show that has come out since then, that prequel that went 6 seasons and then got delayed because of COVID. So it's like, there's, you're sorry, I'm going to say it. Okay, I'll get back to it. So the top 10 video scripts for the top 10 write a video script. So the pilot. So it mentions that is definitely a very important episode in the series. And it's actually talking about particular episodes and characters in the show. I didn't tell it any of this. I didn't tell it to actually go, and I didn't say, okay, here's all the information about Breaking Bad. Go and write this about it. It actually knew about this, and hey, if it was wrong, I would, have to play around with the algorithm a little bit. But the series finale in the final episode of Breaking Bad, maybe I'll leave that one out so people don't. Jesse's overdose in season 3. These as I'm rereading these, I'm like, wow, these are actually really important key points in the series. And now I could take that, say I'm just creating content. I could take these and I could either read it myself, or hey, if you use Descript like I do, they have a thing called Overdub, which you could either create a deep fake of your own voice, and that means you have to read a script, and then you create a deep fake and you're just talking through over and over and over, and read the script, and then it takes your voice and piecemeals it together to make you say anything. It's kind of creepy. It's creepily accurate. But you could do that, or you can go and create like a third-party one with somebody else's voice, which is, again, completely fine. And they have a whole entire library of voices you could use. Or you can go to places like Fiverr, hire a voiceover artist. If you're making this and you could pump out a script, go to Fiverr, voiceover artist, stock footage, and there's a thing called Creative Commons. Use the footage from the show, and now you have a YouTube video. People do it all the time. Go check out channels like Looper. They do it all the time, and it's very, very effective. So just look at this. It wrote that off of one line of text, and imagine all the different things that are topical, the research that I would have had to do to go and collect all this information if I went through it. It's mind-blowing. And this is the free one right now. I'm not sure if it's going to always be free because it is in a beta phase, but I'm blown away. I don't know if you are, but if you're blown away like I am, let me know in the chat. And yeah, and again, hey, I just want to remind you, if you like this kind of stuff, come and hang out with us in dunkmedia.club. It is our Discord server. We're all about making money with video and figuring out cool ways to monetize content. And it's just a community of amazing entrepreneurs. So just come over there and hang out with us. We'd love to have you over there. Yeah. And again, just make sure that you like, subscribe. Ooh, yeah, I know Sophie. Sophie is killing the chat in the live chat. Okay, so the next example that I did was like, okay, write a YouTube video description for a video titled I made an AI. I made AI write my YouTube video. That's the title of this video, by the way, if you didn't know. So it came up with a couple different descriptions that I was able to piecemeal. And if you look, this is the description in there. Of course, you know, I modified it, tweaked it a little bit. I took pieces from this, but it gave me the description. And, you know, it used keywords, and I could even tell it to focus on keywords and things like that. So it's going to write the description. I still use other tools. I use MorningFame, but I took it and put it in MorningFame, and I was able to actually, MorningFame confirmed that it's actually good description, and it worked. So, and again, if you're growing on YouTube, it's not just the description. It's like we talked about earlier, thumbnail, all those things are very important. Then I can go to the next one. So this is another one. So I have a crypto channel called Unblocking the Blockchain. Somehow I got the handle, the blockchain, as my as my handle for that channel when they started giving out handles, and I was able to claim that. But it's a confusing topic for a lot of people. So describe proof of stake as if I'm a fifth grader. So most people that I just said that have probably no idea what I just said, and that's fine because this is the wrong channel for that. But I could easily create crypto proof of stake is a way a computer network to reach a secure, tamper-proof consensus. So you could read that if you want, but it's like that's a pretty good description that anybody could understand. Here, I'll zoom in on it just so you could see how good of a job they did with something so simple. And there we go. And then also, what about this one? So this, I'm a game nerd. I'm proud of it. I love it. I'm a nerd. It's fine. But I said, write a YouTube video script about the history of the Nintendo Entertainment System and how it affected society. Because if you don't know, video games are the reason that you have that phone in your pocket right now. Like, seriously. People weren't investing in processors and computers because people are saying, well, why would you want to have a computer at their home? Makes no sense. They didn't get it. The internet came out in like in the public internet came out in like the 90s, actually late 80s. But people were like, "What is this thing? This World Wide Web? Is it going to catch on?" People don't like. You never know. Getting off topic. But I was able to write an entire script. Look at this. And if I wanted to, I could expand on it, and I could even take the. I like using tools for whatever. Maybe if I took this and put it in Jasper and I had it expand on this. And work together. So I could use these two tools, these two AI brains to create my content for me super fast. But if you look, I gave it a line of like a sentence, literally a sentence, and it wrote all of this. The Nintendo Entertainment System, better known as the NES. By the way, do you say NES or do you say NES? Let me know in the comments, because I've always said NES because I feel like I'm right. If I'm wrong, I don't know, but I'm right. NES, that's what I say. Was a groundbreaking piece of technology, and it was released in 1980. So, but you can go through this whole thing. This is like, I'll jump to a later part, but the NES wasn't just a gaming console. It was a cultural phenomenon. This is very important part of thing, and it actually got that. It didn't write me a list of technical specs or, it came out in this year. People bought it. It costs this much. That's what you'd expect from an AI. It actually understood the cultural impact of that. I told it to write about the cultural impact, but it's insane. Like, I tell me if your mind is blown away by this too. You could either do that, just drop it in the comments, or go to the Discord. Let me know if your mind is blown away by this. And I have one more that I was going to go over. Let me just go over. So I told it to write a musical rap about a person named Dunk, which I go by Dunk on social media because my name is Jonathan Dunkerley, and we call our token Dunk, and the community is Dunk Media. I just, you see, there's a trend going on there, so it's Dunk, So this is what it came up with. let me. Dunk was on the move, making videos for all to see. With his quick wit and clever style, he keeps us entertained for a while. Now, I did get one thing wrong. I said that I was an editor later on, but Dunk always on the rise, bringing joy with every new surprise. From his vlog to his funny skits, He's a master of online hits? I think so. Okay. Dunk Dunk always on the go, never one to sit and be slow. His camera in his hand, he's always ready to take a stand. Dunk Dunk always on the rise, bringing joy with every new surprise, from his vlog to his funny skits. Like I'm laughing at my own thing. He's a master of online hits with his passion and dedication. He's a true inspiration, and to okay, I gotta take a sec. To all who love to create, Dunk Dunk never hesitate. And then the chorus. Dunk Dunk always on the rise, bring joy with every new surprise. From his vlog to his funny skits, he's a master of online hits. I think that turned out pretty good. You know, for I even created some stuff for my my family. I had it write a song about, like, I have a 7-year-old niece, and I'm her favorite uncle. Don't tell anybody. But I had it write about the things that she's interested in and hanging out with me. So, and I sent that, and then, like, people were like, "Wow, you wrote a song." I'm like, "Yeah, I did that." So let me see. But yeah, this again. Jasper is available as well. I use Jasper, and I'm just sharing because I never want to just tell you to do one thing or another. I do promote Jasper. I like it. I promote it because I like it. You can find a link to it in the description if you wanted to give it a try. They do have a free trial to Jasper in the description. But I'd say before you even do that, go try the OpenAI. It's available. It is a little slow right now just because everybody is signing up for it and using it, and they've already announced that it is. But before we do that, let me bring up another one. So chat. There we go. So you see, it's letting us know that it might get bogged down. So this may not work. But let's see. Let's think of something live. I was showing you some examples live on things. How about you can never think. So if you do have an idea, you can let me know in the comments. I'll think of I'll do something live for you. Otherwise, I'll think of something. I mean, they give you some examples. Got to create creative. Ooh, how about we do something that's not related to creating content online? Or how about this? Write an email. Write a warm email for my. How about this? Power Rangers fan club. I was a Power Rangers kid. And then you could just, let's see if it works. Oh gosh, it's doing it live. So, okay, this is my Power Rangers fan club warm welcome email. Dear fellow Power Rangers fans, welcome to the Power Rangers fan club. I'm so excited to have you as a member and to share my love for this iconic franchise. That's another thing. It knows that it's a franchise. It knows what it is. It's actually got information about it. As a member of this fan club, which, by the way, I am a member of the official Power Rangers fan club. I still have my membership box. It was really cool. I'm gonna find it. I don't have it in this room, but I gotta find it. I still have that thing. It's probably a collector's item. As a member of the fan club, you have access to exclusive content such as behind-the-scenes photos and videos, as well as the latest news and updates about the Power Rangers. You'll also be able to connect with other Power Rangers fans around the world, and through your thoughts and experiences with the show. I can't wait to see what you have to say and to hear your favorite Power Rangers moments. Let's unite and celebrate the Power Rangers for the love for the Power Rangers together. Sincerely, put my name, founder of the Power Rangers fan club. I'm not the founder, but I'm in it technically. I don't think that the one that I'm in is still active, but it was from the 90s. But if I wanted to elaborate on this, you could say, like, just write a different thing. You could say, write a different email about that, or write I can go on and on about this. You could just write your emails. The one thing that I say that Jasper has up on this is I can't just go look at the email above and write a follow-up. I could do that in Jasper right now. But again, this is just something brand new, something very new, something that has just gotten started. So I'd say go to openai.com. Go grab your free, your test account if it's still available at the time that you're watching this video. Then go grab that. It's free. And go grab that. It's free. And then if you like that, either if that serves your purpose, go use that. But if you want to expand on it and be able to have, I'd say go try out Jasper. There's a free trial in the description. If you end up using it, it will help support this channel, help support being able to create content and share this stuff with everybody here. But it's something you should just at least go try. If you have any opinions on it, drop them in the comments. Also, go and hang out at dunkmedia.club. And, if you do that, I'll make sure that I, give you one of our Dunk, our community token, and you can gain some access to certain spots in there. There's also a link in the description called Social Connector. If you create a Social Connector account using that link, then I'll know and I'll be able to, probably more easily just send you some free Dunk so you gain access. It's a pretty cool tool where I'm able to give you access to things on Twitter, in Discord, and on Clubhouse right now, as well as an email and personal things and anything I could kind of connect with Zapier. So that's pretty cool. If you go into the description, just create an account. It's free. It's free for your account, and that's a good way for you to stay connected and start earning those Dunk, so you gain access to the community. So again, thank you for hanging out with me and going over these really cool AI features. I will see everybody in the next video and the next stream. And if you have any requests for what I should go over next, just drop in the comments, or again, jump into the Discord